Good morning, this is Steve O'Hare and the date today is the 23rd of July and this is the FX Majors Markets Report for the week. Now, initially I'll look at dollar index. Dollar index was again hit by comments from President Trump with the dollar index hitting 12-day lows after his accusations of EU and Chinese currency manipulation triggered fresh currency war fears. So let's have a look at this. This is a longer term chart. We're in a bullish trend on the monthly chart, but we can see a bit of indecision over the previous 2 months on this chart. We've reacted from the Ichimoku cloud, which is good support, but stalling currently. Let's have a look at the weekly chart. We had this 5-wave impulsive move down. We're in the middle of a correction. So we're again finding good resistance above this 95 area. This is continues to be solid resistance. So spikes above here are being sold into. Again, we can see the weekly Ichimoku cloud offering good resistance here. Dollar index obviously made up from a basket of currencies. Predominantly it's euro dollar, so we'll go to euro dollar after this. But again, these we can see the rejections on a weekly basis. With any move above 95.50 being capped. Again, we posted a shooting star type candle last week. So let's move over to the euro dollar. And again, we look at the longer term chart first. We're in a bearish trend lower. It's the opposite to the dollar index. And we've just recently hit a 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level and reacted lower from there. So there's no, doesn't look like any change in the more medium term picture, bearish euro dollar. Now on the weekly chart, we had this impulsive move higher, the correction. We had a 13 count posted, which is the demarked 13 count, which means that there's a possibility of a stall in price action lower, or possibly even a correction higher. So let's drill it down to the daily chart and give you an idea of what we're actually looking at this at the start of this week. So price action reacted from this support line, posted a doji morning star formation over this 3-day period, and has reacted higher towards this short-term trend line. So we're looking to fade this move this morning. We're looking to sell around about 117.90 on a day trade. So, but obviously this overall paints a negative picture. So we expect prices to be limited to the upside this week. Let's move across to sterling, GBP USD, and we can see where we reacted higher after this impulsive move lower, reacted higher, and we've now redrawn our downward trending resistance line. We had this band of resistance around about the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, and we didn't bother it at all, and prices have moved lower since. So a little bit of indecision, although the last 3 months have been negative, and we're sitting around about unchanged on this month. So pointed towards a doji, a sign of indecision, and maybe a further correction higher is in the offing. The weekly chart, we had this impulsive move higher in 5 waves, posted a bearish outside week, and then this correction lower. The correction lower looks to have stalled, again around about 50% retracement of the upward move, but we've got the Ichimoku cloud weekly support, which is hanging on to price action here. Last week we posted a bullish hammer, which is positive, but it needs confirmation from this week's price action. So again, start of the week, we're looking a little bit more favorably on cable, looking to buy dips at the moment. Obviously a break of the last week's low would lead to an extension lower again. So a little bit more positive than that. We're in a 4-hour bearish channel, but we can see a nice reaction higher, almost like a reverse head and shoulders. So plenty of room on the upside at the start of the week. Dollar Swiss, let's move to the monthly chart. Again, we're in this almost triangle. Support and resistance have battled away around these levels just above the 100 level. Again, we've poked our head above the 100, the figure level, and rejected. So it's finding it tough. Sellers coming in here, finding good value in selling dollar Swiss above 1 the figure. On the weekly basis, we had a 13 count again on the DMARC, and this is now an expectation of a stall in price action or even a correction lower. And we can see this bearish inside week last week has led to prices moving lower and opening lower this week. So a little bit under pressure on the dollar Swiss. Today we're looking at to sell in front of that 100 level for a further probe lower. Dollar yen, similar kind of story. We've got this, let's go to the weekly chart. Prices poked above this downward trending channel line, but have closed below it. So still remains slightly negative. This ABCD correction higher, stalling at the moment. So again, under pressure at the start of the week. We're looking to sell rallies around a 111.40 level for a further move lower to keep this dollar pressure on that started last week. Let's have a little look at the daily chart, and we can see this evening doji star formation was confirmed and prices move lower from here. So the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level comes in at 110.18 with a 61.8. We just reacted off that this morning, but still further downside is expected at the start of the week. Dollar CAD obviously affected by oil, or dollar CAD affects oil. We've seen price action very mixed and volatile, with the oil very much in the headlines at the moment. This is the monthly chart. We've seen this bullish pennant type formation. Price action has closed above it, so that's looking positive. We've tried to extend higher but failed, and we've got the 130, the figure, as quite a key pivotal level in this. After the sell-off last week, let me take you to a weekly chart. We saw a shooting star type candle posted last week. So after that rejection once more of the attempt to move higher, prices move lower quite quickly. And again, we expect dollar CAD to be under pressure this week, although it is teetering around this pivotal level. So again, looking to sell into rallies currently. Let's move to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar in this very large expanding wedge formation, although as we can see in recent months, stroke years, we've been in this lower part of the channel. So let's bring it down to a weekly chart. It's a bit clearer on there. We can see this sort of ending wedge formation, and prices have broken below it and have also retested the bottom of the ending wedge and failed to hold. Although again, once again, we're seeing this indecision over the last 4 to 6 weeks, where price action continues to probe in either direction, and has failed to break either way. The 61.8% fib retracement is proving pivotal. That's at 73.27, and so after the sell-off last week, let's break it down to a daily chart. 4 hour, let's move it to a daily, and we can see this very positive bullish engulfing candle on Friday. Price action a little bit higher. So we're at the moment, this start of this week, we're looking to buy into dips for another probe higher towards the 74.80 and the 75 level. Euro sterling, another any wedge type formation that we're looking at. We've bounced nicely off here. Prices continue to post positive sequence on a monthly basis. The weekly chart is currently testing this trend resistance line and the top of the Ichimoku cloud. So this looks quite positive on the start of the week. We're looking to buy dips in this morning, expecting an extension higher on this week. Got a nice little smaller trend channel that we're looking at. Let's get rid of that price, give you an idea. And we got this reverse trend line here. So slightly positive on the euro sterling at the start of the week. Finally, let's just have a look at euro yen. Again, a bit of an expanding wedge formation, very mixed and volatile on the weekly chart. Positive over the last 3 weeks. That positivity was broken last week when price action probed higher to 132 and then failed to hold on to gains. And this band of resistance allowed sellers to step in, and we posted a negative week, almost like a shooting star type candle on the week. And we've started this week on a negative footing also. So we were looking for this ABCD correction higher, didn't quite get to the 61.8% fib retracement, and we can see over the last 4 days, this is the 4th day of negative price action. We're looking to buy a dip on that on a daily basis. So that's it for a summary of the FX majors. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to providing the intraday service as we go along this week, and good luck trading.